everyone, welcome back. And like we say here in the Netherlands, ik ben zo blij dat jullie er zijn. That means I'm so happy you're here. Of course, if you're new here, welcome. My name is Yanni and I'm doing this all about Christmas channel. I keep this very short because you don't like long intros. On this channel you will find lots and lots of seasonal DIYs and daily DIYs. So all year round you have enough inspiration for your home. So if you like this content, of course, I hope you will click the red subscribe button and join me in my adventure on YouTube. So for today, I'm going to make from Tumbling Tower Blocks some lamps. So we will see how my lamps will turn out. Of course, I hope you join me. Take out your glue gun and your Tumbling Tower Blocks. And of course, if you only want to watch, of course, have so much fun watching, and I hope it gives you inspiration. For our lamps, we are going to try to make, we need, of course, our Tumbling Tower Blocks, some black schoolboard paint, some furniture wax, some wood glue, a couple of the tea lights. I have here one, but I probably will use two, a little brush, two glue sticks, and of course our glue gun, because we're going to do things a little bit through each other. So we will see how this will turn out. I never made a real lamp, at least a real lamp, but a lamp which you can use with some tea light. So we will see how this will turn out, and I don't know if I will make one or two, so bear with me. And of course I hope you take out also your Tumbling Tower Blocks and do this lamp together with me. We are going to start with the base of our lamp, and of course you can change them up any way you like, because this is just always, like I say, an inspiration. Also the coloring, I used a lot of the black color and the furniture wax, but of course go ahead, do whatever you think is right and is fitting for your decor, because no one decides for you which color you will use. That's always the great thing about DIY. You can do anything you like. We make two sets of three like this, and I also made this kind of stand on my main channel, Deco Easy. Of course, there I use it for some birds and nest on top of it. So it looks a little bit the same, because this one gives a lot of sturdiness. And if you make a lamp, which you of course also need a lampshade, it will be very heavy. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to use this tool. I'm going to take some wood glue, and I'm going to, because I want to have it very steady, I'm going to do some wood glue already on top of here so it can dry in already, like this. And just place it on top of each other, but not the same way, but in a different angle, like this. Just squeeze it ending and press it down and let it dry in for a couple of minutes. This is already one. We are going to do the second one, because I think I'm going to make two lamps, so maybe a little smaller one and a bigger one, but we will see. Like this. This is already the first start of one, and the second one of the second lamp, the feet. Of course, I think you call it his feet. And I'm going to do the other one like this, and again glue it against each other, and this one of course. And we are going to immediately do also some wood glue on this one. And again, we are going to, whoop. And of course, I use the, I don't know if you know this brand Patex. I think it's also in a lot of countries. So I think you can get it everywhere, but you can use any one you like. And of course, I lay it in a different way on top of each other. Lay it back, and of course, let it dry for our feet. So we already have our 2 feet finished. And of course we have our feet, they are dried up. What we're going to do, we are going to do the in between his feet. This is his feet, but I call the lamp, I don't know, I have to look it up. It go out of my mind, so I'm sorry, I don't know how it's called, but let me know in the comments down below how you call the middle piece of your lamp. Just let me know. And of course we are going to make 2 on the sides like this, and we are going to again glue this 2 together. Just do a little bit of wood glue, very simple, in between like this, and just place it on top of here, just like we normally do with our glue of our glue gun. So just lay it apart like this, and we're going to make another one, and we are going to make, I think, 7 pieces from this. So this will take a little time, so of course I will do the rest it a little bit faster than I do right now. So I'm so sorry, that was a little bit of bad English. So I have to cut away a little piece of it because this was really so bad. But I'm going further. What I'm doing, I did 7 of this kind of blocks like this, 2, 2 and 2 together, and just like you saw with some wood glue, I made 5 for each and 4 of this one. And of course we already have 2 of our feet. What we're going to do, we take a couple of blocks again, and we are going to go take one of them. We are gluing one over here, and we are gluing one over here like this, like you get this kind of pieces. And this will be, we will build this up, and this will be the middle piece of our lamp, of course. What I'm going to do, I'm going to do this with some glue, just glue from my glue gun, not with my wood glue. So very easy, just do some glue on here and just squeeze it on top of here, and the other one also. But of course I should have done my glue on like this in the middle, and just place it in the middle of this two like this, and squeeze it against each other, and you place this one exactly against the other one like this, and again place it on the place you want to have it like this, and then you get this. You see, you already have one of them, and now I'm going to make all of them, this 4 and this 3 later. All of our pieces are glued together, and I didn't make 7, of course. You saw already I made 9, 5 for one feet and 4 for the other one. And you see already, these are the pieces we are going to use as yeah, not the feet, but the middle piece for your lamp, of course. You see 4, and on each side a loose block, so it's very easy to make. And now we're going to build it up, 5 for one and 4 for the other one, so we get different shapes of lamps. I'm looking every time again which one is fitting the best on top of each other, because we want to have a nice smooth way. And of course, what I could have done better, of course, is this one, leave this one out, and just glue the 2 pieces on top of each other, and later on make one of this one and then glue it on the side. Then you always have a straight line. And don't do it the way I do it, but I have to look for and measure out a little bit where I need to have it the best, because now I have to really look for a straight line. I'm going to do some wood glue on the side like this over here, and I'm going to do some piece of a little bit of my other glue on top of here, and then I'm going to place it on top of here and squeeze it until it is dried up like this. And then we're going to build it further for the next one, and again just do some glue a little bit around like this, and do in the middle a little of your glue gun until it is dried up, and then can of course your wood glue take it over, and again build it up like this. Keep it in place for a little moment until it is dried up, and so you're going to build it above. And you see already I showed you this way. You see already everything is dried up and together, but of course I have to tell you again, please do this 4 piece and next to on top of each other, and do the 5 piece on top of each other, and then glue it together like this. You see already these are 5 loose blocks on the tops glued together, and then place it on top of here, because or else you get a lot of trouble to get them in the straight line like me. You see already this one is a little bit offline, so don't make the same mistake. I made them already 2 times because I'm so busy with everything telling you. I totally forgot that, of course I should have done it also. I have 2 of my stems, and I made the same stems again for the top, so we use them later. But for now I'm going to glue my pieces on top of the bottom of our feet of our lamps. So I'm just going to use again some wood glue because with my glue gun, the glue is always a little bit more unsteady than this one. So it's very easy. Just do some wood glue on top of here and of course glue them together like this. It's very easy. Just do enough of wood glue. Take your time for it. Of course it takes a little bit more time, but you will have a lot of fun more with it, with your lamps, if you glue it together than that he's falling over. You see, I glued them on top of my stem. I let it dry right now and we are going further with the top, of course, the lampshade. We are going to make now first our lampshade and he will be very, very easy. This is so easy to do. Like this, like I always try to do, because I like easy, especially because sometimes with Tumbling Tower blocks it can be very difficult because you don't have round. But I learned also that you can, even when you glued your Tumbling Tower blocks, you can use it with a jigsaw. So this, don't worry about it. You also can saw it in a round like this. I make one of 4 like this one, and we are going to make 4 pieces like this. And of course look a little bit that your blocks are the same length, because for your lampshade that's really better, because or else it is a lot of trouble to get it straight. But I hope I have it also the right blocks, but we will see. Like this. This is number 2, and the last of number 2 is this one. And of course, like I always say, if you don't want to see this and you are very bored with it, because I understand sometimes if you hear me talking a lot like this, I understand that it is taking a little bit too long of your time. Here in the Netherlands we say you can kletsen, that means a lot of talking. So if you want to hear me a lot of kletsen, so that means a lot of talking, just do forward and just look at the parts you want to see. But of course I hope you join me and do this DIY also together with me. That will be a lot of fun. Maybe sometimes I can do, I always a little bit scared of doing a live, so it would be great if we could do a live together just DIYing, but I don't know if I will ever get this far that I am, yeah, how you say it, at least confident enough to do this live, because that would be great that we could do really a DIY together. But I don't know, I am so scared of it to do it live, especially because my English is not the greatest, and I know you, a lot of you don't mind, but for me it is really, I always stumble a lot of some kind of things, and now I can place it out and move forward or something else, but I can do that with a live. So I don't know, maybe sometimes we will. I have now my 4 pieces of our lampshade. Now we have our 4 piece of our lampshade. Of course we have to make a lampshade out of it, but before I'm going to do it, I have to make sure that my lampshade is able to hang on top of my feet of my lamp. So I was debating and I couldn't find an example how to do this. I'm just going to do an experiment. I really have no idea how this will turn out or not. So I'm going to take 1 block and I'm going to do some glue on the side like this. And I'm going to place it in the middle, but like this, a little bit higher than the middle, and over all the 4 pieces in the middle of this one, like this. So I'm just going to, I'll show it to you in a moment. You see, this is what I mean, and I'm going to do this with 2 of the little panels of our lampshade. So this one the same, but lay them next to each other and place them on the same height, because that's really important that you have them on the same height, because or else it doesn't fit this way. So I really have to be sure. Of course you can also measure it out with some rulers, but I'm going to do it with my eyes, and I hope my eyes are not too old to measure out the same height. So you see, now we have 2 of this one, and now we're going to make our lampshade together. So I'm going to do some glue on this side And also you can do this with wood glue, but this I'm going to do with some glue from my glue gun, like this. And just place it together, keep it in place for a little moment, and remove immediately your glue, because when we later are going to wax it, it's very hard to get away. And like this. And now we're going to place this one. Of course, not this one, because this one is coming against each other like this. So I'm going to take now this one, but I'm going to place it on this side. I show it to you in a moment. Don't worry. I show it to you in a moment a little bit closer, so you can really do it yourself like this. And I'm going to place it against this one. And of course I have to work with it a little. Like this. And I have to remove the glue. You see, he's coming out. And like this. I know that takes a little bit of your time. Maybe I will cut this out, because I don't think you really want to see how I am struggling with my, And you see, now we're going to do the last piece, and he's totally fitting inside of here, like this. You see, now we get it this way. So I'm going to do some glue on this side, and we did this more often. So I think a lot of you who are following me already for a long time know already how to do this one. And of course your blocks are not totally next of against each other like this, but squeeze it in like this, and this one will be here and this one will be here, and squeeze it and press it together like this, so you get a nice square. I show it to you in a moment, then you see exactly what I mean. Like this. You see, now we have a nice square, and of course we have our blocks inside, and it doesn't matter that the blocks are not totally straight next against each other. That's not really a matter, because you won't see that. So I also made the second lampshade, of course, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to do 3 blocks like this on top of each other. This is one, and I'm going to do the next one, and that we use as a cover on top to give the top also, when you look into your lampshade, of course, it also gives a nice look. So we can place it later on top of here, because first we're going to paint it. So again, we make a second one for the other one like this, and squeeze it and remove your glue again, and do the third one like this. And then we also have the top for this one. Everything is almost finished, because we only need to make some stands for our blocks, so we can get our lampshade on top of here like this. And what we're going to do, we just take some loose blocks like this, 4 for each stand, and we are going to glue them like this on top of here, and we're going to glue 2 on this side like this. It's very easy to do, so just take some glue and place them on top of here like this, and we're going to do this one. And you can also lay it down. Maybe it's a little bit better that you lay it down, then you can squeeze them maybe a little bit better than what I did, like this. And of course, get them out of your thing. You see already, this is just very easy, 2 next to each other with a little opening, so the lights is also can come through. And of course, now we're going to do this one, and also again, you can lay it down like this, but it's a little bit more difficult, because now you can see where you have the other one, and you want to have them a little bit next against each other in a nice way, like this. And now we're going to do the other one. And again, leave a little space open, and then place it against each other. And you see already, now you have your thing, and your little tea light is fitting inside of here, of course. And I made my tea light black with some schoolboard paint. So if you have white lights and you don't like it, just do some paint over it and you already have it fitting for your decor. So I'm going to do also the other one. I am so happy that you don't see after, after the camera work, because I was looking at my lampshade and I was so disappointed how it would look like. If I do it this way, you will see under your lampshade, and you can, if you do your vaccine light inside of here, of your tea light, then you, of course, if you glue it, if you keep it in place, you will see right under it, and that's not the look where I'm going for. And I was looking, where did I go wrong, what did I messed up, and of course I saw already that I messed up the sides with the blocks inside of here. So what I'm going to do, I changed this one already up. This is already the lampshade it will be, but of course first we are going to do, so if you see this video, don't glue this part together. So I am going to get a knife and I'm going to get the blocks out of it. So I still hope when you see it, then you didn't glue it already. Like me. So I'm going to place my blocks off, and of course this way, when you make little cars with your knives in it, you can get it very easily off. Now I will remove the glue, and then we're going to do the right step. So I remove the glue, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to take 2 new blocks, of course, and I'm going to glue both of them, one over here like this, and exactly with the same height as your lampshade is. And I'm going to do in the middle one, of course, also over here. So this is very easy. You just lay it aside like this, and then glue it on the top like this. I show it you in a moment. Of course, I have to be careful that I have it on the same length like this. So it's very easy. Just glue it on top of here, and the other one will be against each other like this one. And then he is falling better over it, and then we're going to work it off with this kind of little square. Of course, I have to place this one also against each other like this. And you see already now we have the top of our lampshade, and this looks much better than I did the other one. Of course, you can see already if I am placing it over here, he will be exactly hanging on top of here, and then it's the side under it is smaller than you had with the other one. So we only need to make a square, and the square is very easy to make. You just lay your blocks against each other like this. You are laying one over here and like this, very easy, like this. And now you only need, of course, I need one over here for this one and one on the side, like this. And then we are going to place it against each other and make a nice square out of it. Let it dry for a couple of seconds and then get it off your placemat. And you see already now you have your nice square, and we are going to place it on top of here to cover everything up. So now you get a nice top of your lampshade. I don't know if I will be satisfied of this experiment with our lamps. We will see at the end. But now we are going to glue it and we're going to paint it. I have my painter's placemat, of course, and I'm going to paint this one in the black color, this one in the black color. The feet are will be in the black color, and I do the lampshade, of course, in the furniture wax, and the middle piece we do in the furniture wax. I won't bore you with that because you can choose any color you like, and this was already so long of your time. So I will paint everything and then you will see how we put it together. I couldn't resist just to show you also a little sneak peek. If you just paint the feet in the black and do this in some furniture wax, everything changes up by the moment. So of course choose your colors, but I am really a little bit happier with how it turns out. I place you all a little bit higher because then you can see it a little bit better. What we're going to do, I'm going to glue this one on top of here with some wood glue, and this one on this side, so for the top of our lampshade. And we are going to do this on top of here, And of course the other one on top of here also with was some wood glue. This I do use wood glue because I want to keep it very sturdy. If I want to keep it simpler to place my stamp, of course, on top of here, I'm going to turn over the top and I'm going to place my piece on top of here. So I'm sure he's sticking in the middle because we don't want him to fall off later. So, and now I can decide the middle of my top the best because I have it turned it over. If I use it that way, and you can do it the other way, it's also fine too, but my eyes are not the greatest, so I am using just simply turn it over and just place it on top of here. And this one I'm just going to turn over and place them in the middle like this and just leave it there and let it dry for a couple of, now I think wood glue needs a couple of hours. So this was it already for today's DIY inspiration. I hope you had fun watching, and if you joined me, you also have now two beautiful lamps for in your decor. But before I show you mine, I have to tell you, if you're not subscribed to my channel, of course, I hope you will click the red subscribe button and give me a thumbs up. It would help my channel a lot. If you want to see more DIYs and decor inspiration, come on over to my description box. There you find all the links for our channels. I do it also together with Diane, so enough to see. Go check it out. And for now, have an amazing day, everyone. And amazing weekend if you see it in a weekend. And I hope to see you Wednesday. Bye.